Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back to Democracy 3. We are of course playing as Germany, and yeah, we're going for small government. We're really in favor of small government. Our threat assessment is pretty bad actually, considering nothing much has happened. We're very unpopular with the Battenberg group, the Black Power group, and the Revolutionary Army. So that is not fun at all. Yeah, anyway, we're going to go for 5 likes in the video, so smash that like button, make me a happy guy. And yeah, our problems are pretty big, but not as big as the impending general election. And in that general election, I say general election, but I just mean election, and in that election, we need to jump by 15 percentage points to actually win. 15 percentage points. 15 percentage points. Just wow. I mean, it's going to be difficult. It's going to be mega hard. I mean, let's look at this for example. The opposition party is a heck of a lot more popular than us. They have more members. They have more activists, and they're probably a heck of a lot more popular. I mean, we've got like 1 million members, and they've got 20 million members. So, there's a significant difference, I would say. A slight significant difference. Let's go to the next turn. There's no point in mincing words about it. Let's just go and see if this series is going to end very prematurely, or if it's indeed going to continue. Let us see. I'm quite nervous actually, because there is a chance that we could do it, but it's a slim chance. I'm gonna level with you. Opposition activist boost turnout 6%, and our activist turnout boost is 1%. Start the count. Okay. What? Oh, come on. This looks promising. This looks promising. Oh my goodness. This is the closest election I think I've ever had. We won it. We won it, but we won it by 4%. Wow, we won it by literally 3.5 million people, and that is not very many at all. That is not many at all. I am very glad about that. Environmentalists, yeah, they voted for us. That's good on them. Socialists voted for us. That is very nice of them. That is awesome. Capitalists didn't really. Poor people did. That is great. That is awesome. That is really good. Commuters voted for us. Well, mostly for us. Self-employed people didn't really. But yeah, that is not too bad at all. Thank goodness so many people didn't turn up to vote, because otherwise I think we would have got kicked out of Parliament. And we got an achievement for it. Divisive leader, a narrow victory. By just squeaking past the point needed for re-election, you have managed to retain power, but are widely seen as a divisive leader. Well, that is great. That is really good news for us. Very happy with that. Asthma epidemic. Not too happy with that. The environment. What the heck is up with the environment? It's not looking great at the moment, but it should improve, I hope. Poverty. Poverty is almost at well, I think it's at an all-time low. I would be very comfortable saying that. Unemployment, however, is not at an all-time high, but it is increasing, and that is not great. Our GDP has gone up after that slight little market crash there, so that's not great. As you can see, you know, we're up to the realms of being comfortable. We're now popular again, so that is a fun fact. Everybody seems to be, you know, all right with us apart from parents. Parents don't seem to like us so much because of this asthma epidemic. So that's not great. We do, of course, have another, you know, 4 years to sort of wreak havoc on the German country. And you know what? I'm gonna enjoy this next 4 years because we fought for that election. We fought for it like I've never fought for an election before. That was crazy. That was really crazy. Let's look at our threat assessment, see how threatened we are. We're not very threatened, that's fine. We have 25 political capital to burn, and where do we want to burn it? I think probably, you know, rent controls are probably something that we've got to get rid of. Let's cancel this policy right now. It only cost us 39 million, but capitalists would really, appreciate seeing that lifted, which is, what we're going to do. State pensions, I want to be eventually completely abolished. Eventually. Obviously, it's still costing us 8 billion per turn, which is, less than ideal. So that's not fun at all. Or the organic, not the organic farming subsidies. The agriculture subsidies are something that we're going to abolish next turn. I think. I think obesity has gone on long enough, and we could see a nice little boost to health if we got rid of it. So let's do that. Let's get rid of the organic farming subsidies next turn. And be happy with that. Military spending is probably, well, we could increase it, but that would make liberals a little bit annoyed. However, we can hopefully offset that by appointing Michael Thomas, who is very pro-liberal, which is really, really awesome. I say pro-liberal, I mean an actual liberal himself. Yeah, let's appoint you, and then let's go to the next turn. And the next turn, we just need to remember to cancel the agriculture subsidies, which are of course. Which are of course quite important for getting obesity down. Okay, let's look at this. Crime is almost non-existent anymore. That's awesome. That is really, really good. Inner city riots. I'm so glad that has ended. I'm so glad that has ended. Our debts will be clear in 2 turns. 2 measly turns. I'm very, very happy to finally see our debt going away. Battenberg Group threat assessment is still there, but their membership is minimal, which is very, very nice indeed. What else? What else indeed? We've certainly cut back on sort of what's going on in the law and order section, and ghettos looks like it's taking a nice parabolic curve, and with any parabola, it's got to come down if it goes up, which is fine. That's awesome. Alcohol abuse is still a little bit of a problem. That's still a little bit of a problem. It should be falling. It should be falling. I don't know why it's not. Because it definitely should be. It should be coming down. The alcohol law, is quite restrictive. I don't really want to upset liberals anymore. Ideally, we'd like to have this policy sort of wide open, but that would boost alcohol consumption quite considerably. Maybe it's sort of worth having that alcohol abuse level high. I mean that's not really what we want, but at the same time, it does increase expenditure in the state health service. So we need to sort of get this down. It is costing us 6.95 billion per turn, which is not great at all. And if we could knock that away, then that would be just fine and dandy. Thanks very much. This asthma epidemic, is it going away? It looks like it is going away, but it looks like it's going away slowly. The environment hasn't been something that we've really concentrated on. We haven't really cared about it this playthrough. So I'm just sort of content to leave it like that. Should we introduce any more policies? I don't really think we need to be honest. And I know it's going to be a little bit of a waste of political capital, but I think I'm just going to go straight to the next turn. In fact, no, did we scale back road building? We haven't scaled back road building. What an idiot. Let's do that right now. Let's do it with our political capital and just burn it, because we really don't need it anymore. Political capital, yeah, that's great. I'm very, very happy that that's gone. I would like to cancel this policy, but we can't really afford to. I mean, it's linked into the asthma epidemic, and that's not really what we want to continue. So we're gonna leave this car emission limits thing to just perpetuate for a while. That's fine. We're gonna I don't know. Let's deport the guy. It doesn't really matter what we do, to be honest. I was thinking about that a little bit too heavily, but it doesn't really matter. Oil pipeline was attacked. The oil supply has decreased, and the and patriots don't like us. That's not a problem. Crime is down. Crime looks like it's finally approaching its very bottom, and unemployment is recovering, even though we had a little bit of a market crash earlier on. How is GDP looking? GDP is it's going down. That's not great. That is not great at all. Can we get rid of anything? Can we reduce anything? Not really, to be honest. How's the global economy looking? It's growing. The global economy is growing fast, so I don't know why we're not sort of growing with it. That should be, really what we're after. It looks like it will be 2 turns from... In fact, no, it'll be this turn. At the end of this turn, we should be debt-free. Let's see if that is indeed the case. Because I would love to be debt-free in this episode. That would be great. Let's have a look. Reserves! Way! We are now in the territory where we actually have cash. That is awesome. That is really, really good. I'm very, very happy with that, to be honest. I'm very, very happy with that indeed. And it's finally time to cancel the stupid agriculture subsidies policy. I know it does, it does help with unemployment and stuff, but honestly, I just want to get rid of it because it just boosts obesity, and obesity's been around for far too long. We need to get rid of it, and it's about time that we did that. Corporation tax. Socialists quite like that, but only by 3%. So I think we could probably afford to get rid of this corporation tax, actually. Like, I know that seems sort of crazy, but I don't know why we couldn't. This is another sort of policy that we could get rid of as well. Both of these we could get rid of, so those two. The alcohol tax is... Should we just bump this tax up? Should we just increase it? I don't really want to, because I don't really want to increase poverty any further. Yeah, you know what? Let's go to the next turn, and let's think about cancelling that policy and this policy. We're going to need around 63 political capital to cancel both of them. But you know what? We're going to have that over the next 2 or 3 turns, I would think. So that is great. Unemployment, as we suspected, has gone up, unfortunately. Not great. We didn't really want that to happen. However, it did, and that's just the way that life works, I suppose, isn't it? GDP is growing, which is awesome. It looks like our GDP has caught on to the global economy, which is really, really good. We're at 68% popularity, which is, to be honest, more than I could be expecting. What's our threat assessment? The Battenberg Group is still a little bit of a problem, even though capitalists really should be liking us right now. It's okay. We're gonna cancel corporation tax, and that's gonna take a massive chunk out of our 17 sort of billion, or it's gonna take away 17 billion of our income. But that's okay because we're not spending much on anything anyway, so that's fine. Allow drilling. Why the heck not? Let's go to the next turn. We are of course saving for that 33 political capital mark. Which is so we can get rid of another tax. GDP, obviously, with that flash crash that is over here, has just plummeted. That's to be expected. Unemployment, however, actually went down. I would expect it next turn to go up, but this turn it went down, and that is really all that matters. That's fine. Do we have 33 political capital? We have just enough political capital to cancel this property tax. And you know what? I think we're definitely going to do it. I mean, over the last couple of turns, we've pissed off socialists like a little bit, but to be honest, that's not a problem. That's not a problem at all. I mean, socialists, we've got a lot of policies that socialists really, really like. I mean, even labor laws they don't really hate, do they? I mean, what? 0.11%. That's not a great loss for me. Let's go to the next turn. Continue on our lovely adventure we're actually doing remarkably well in. Okay, wow, look, alcohol abuse ended. That was not something that I was expecting, to be honest. That was a bit of a surprise. That came out of the blue. Unemployment, yeah, as I suspected, went back up. However, poverty has remained stubbornly low. And for that, I am very, very grateful. Health is also continuing to rise. It looks like private healthcare is just going from strength to strength to strength. That's awesome. That's really, really good. Obviously, if we boost GDP further, then the private healthcare sector will continue to grow. Unemployment, yeah, we've already looked at that and said it's way too high. That's not good enough. That is not good enough. Our threat assessment is pretty good, actually. That's not too bad. And our security effectiveness is adequate. So that's fine. We only have 3 taxes. Only 3 taxes. And two of which we could probably... Yeah, two of which we can probably cancel. It's only this one that we sort of really need to keep around. And honestly, I'm okay with that. I mean, that is fine. That is fine with me. I mean, look at what we've done. We've really sort of we've simplified people's lives. We've made it so, you know, we've reduced the amount that they were being taxed, because they were just being taxed, you know, to heaven and beyond. I mean, it was quite a lot that they were being taxed. So it's good that we've sort of got rid of it now. Ghettos are going to end next turn. Oh my goodness, that is great. Obesity is starting to come down now, thanks to the implementation of free school meals, and obviously through the fact that we cancelled the agriculture subsidies. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, of course, English. Yeah, need to remember to speak English. Hospital overcrowding is still a little bit of a problem. It's just been a little bit too stubborn for us to kick. Which is very unfortunate, but I'm sure we'll get there eventually. And the asthma epidemic looks like it's going to end as well. How fantastic. That is great. Homelessness is still a problem because of unemployment. Well, private housing looks like it's got a big gap to fill. And hopefully it will fill that gap. But for now, ladies and gentlemen, my name, of course, has been Aubrey Potato. If you've enjoyed, then please remember to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.